Hey, good afternoon, everyone. Here we are back in Psalms in Quarantine. And today we're reading from the next part of Psalm 44. So here we go. But now you have rejected and humbled us. You no longer go out with our armies. You made us retreat before the enemy, and our adversaries have plundered us. You gave us up to be devoured like sheep and have scattered us among the nations. You sold your people for a pittance, gaining nothing from their sale. You have made us a reproach to our neighbors, the scorn and derision of those around us. You have made us a byword among the nations. The peoples shake their heads at us. I live in disgrace all day long, and my face is covered with shame at the taunts of those who reproach and revile me, because of the enemy who is bent on revenge. And I think those words come even more powerful when we remember what we read yesterday, which is that God did amazing things for our people. But then the psalmist turns to God and says, but this is where we are right now. And he lets it loose on God. He really just tells God everything that he thinks and describes it in terms where he's essentially telling God how angry he is at God. You know, I thought you were the one that was going to look after us. I thought you're the one that takes care of us. You're the one that I trust in that's supposed to look after. And then here I am. And this is what happened. And this is the people. And this is... And he comes to God with all of that. Now, there are certain skills in certain disciplines in our relationship with God that are important to learn. The same way that there are disciplines that we need to learn in communicating with each other and communicating in different situations like work and family. And so the three ones that I can think of are, the first one is adoration and thanksgiving. Learning to come to God in love and thanksgiving. Second is confession. It's important to learn how to come to the Lord in confession. And thirdly, there's supplication. And these three, supplication is asking God for things that are happening. And these three disciplines are pretty important. But I think there's a place as well for coming to God with just everything that's on my heart. Just coming to him with all that's going on and just letting loose. Just being totally real with him. And I think that it's important, not just because it gets it off your chest, but because it's a sacrifice to God. A lot of us are very used to keeping things safe. I don't want to talk about this. We don't want to let things out, because if they come out, they're very scary. And every time we open ourselves up to God and just let him know what is going on, what we're doing is we're sacrificing that privacy. We're giving up that moment of privacy, that space of privacy in our hearts and in our minds, and we're letting God know all about it. And when we do that, I think it enriches, it makes the relationship more valuable, more beautiful, because I'm telling him everything. I'm letting it all out. And we know this. Why? Because we see it happening in the relationships with people. When we tell somebody something special, it lets us say to that person, this is me trusting you. This is me saying that you, as opposed to, or in contrast to other people, you are special. And as a pastor, I have been blessed that people trust me with stuff like that. But when we do it to God and we take out the things that we wouldn't tell, not a pastor, not a wife, not a friend, not a parent, not a child, like when we give him those hidden things and we let it all go and we let him know how we feel, it also changes that relationship. And I think the Psalms are places where David and others have told God everything. And then because he's made them feel safe afterwards, because he's told them, no, I'm still with you and I still love you, they have felt safe sharing their emotions with others through written songs that now other people can read and hear. So I want to encourage you that in a dark place by yourself, in a quiet moment, if there are things that are going on and you're struggling, or you're angry, or you're frustrated, or you're lonely, and you're just stewing in that pot, that cauldron, all by yourself, I want to suggest let it out. Just talk to him. Tell him. He wants to hear it. He loves hearing it, because one, he already knows, but two, he wants to hear you say it. And then he wants to love you in return, no matter what it is you're saying. So I want to encourage you with that today. And I want to just reiterate and confirm that on Sunday at 11 a.m., I will be doing the liturgy live on Zoom. I will send a link out before that. I will be doing the liturgy live on Zoom from the church, and you'll be able to listen in and hear that on Zoom on Sunday at 11 a.m. But I will be sending the sermon out tomorrow, so that at any point during the weekend, if you want to just do it by yourself, you can. But if you want to hear the liturgy live, that'll be Sunday at 11 a.m. I also want to let you know, and I'll remind you guys of this, but I want to let you know that next week on Good Friday, Becca and Bob will be having a Zoom meeting at 5 p.m. Israel time, and you guys can log into that and be able to see them, and they'll have a liturgy and a time of prayer, but a time of just chatting with one another on Good Friday. So you'll be able to log in to see that. Then the following Sunday, on Easter Sunday, I'll again be doing the liturgy from the church on Sunday morning at 11 a.m. But Bob's message will be sent out during the weekend. So you'll be able to hear Bob speaking to you on Easter Sunday, and be able to hear the liturgy if you log on. But always, I want you to feel comfortable. If you want to do it by yourselves during the weekend, then we'll try and get the message out to you on the weekend, so that you can do that by yourself if you absolutely have to be at work on Sunday morning. So there you go. Those are the plans at the moment. I will continue to be in touch and continue to do these psalms for you, and I hope you guys are blessed. Again, be in touch for whatever you need. All right, God bless, guys. Bye. Oh, you know what, one last thing I forgot. I'm going to be sending you guys a video from Ilana, who's filmed inside the church. If you guys sort of miss seeing the church, she's filming and letting you know that she's able to still go around there and take care of stuff. She's not in quarantine, so she's going around and checking on the church and watering the plants. So she made a little video for you guys, and so I'll be sending that along with this a little later on. So God bless, guys. Talk to you soon.